My lad Alfie once asked for a cow in a red field. So specific!
Hello. Morning.
Morning, Tom.
Oh yes, clean boiler suit day. Good morning everyone. If you have not already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, ring little bell. Videos every Tuesday, Friday, 2:30 and then sometimes Sunday. Today, what we're doing, it is bright and breezy in the morning. I'm finally doing something that's been asked for ages. We are doing a milking video in the heart of winter. Very excited for it. I'm going to show you through the whole process that we're doing. First step is going to be setting the parlour up, and then we are going to be getting the first side of cows in, and then I'll explain what we're doing, why we're doing it, and how we are doing it. That is the plan. And leave a brew there. That is probably one of the most important things any morning is your brew. Yeah, we'll set the parlour up and show you what's going on. Righto. So on this farm, we split our cows into highs and lows. We do that because highs are normally the new calved cows and anything that's due to be served or anything like that, and the lows are either in calf and due to be dried off soon, some dry cows in there and a couple of beefers. We'll find them first. First cows are going to be these young ladies, looking good. This is where you get tasty cows in the morning. Woo! First side is in, ready to be milked, full bags on them, which is great. We dip with a pre-dip. It's just like a foam, gets the full teat. Make sure nice and covered. Head towel, always bring the dip back with you. And we always go back to the back of the cow, so where you first dipped, you will wipe, because then that foam has got 45 seconds to set in and make sure it softens all the muck and get nice and clean. Next job, start machine. Loop. Is all cows on to start with, and now ready for the next side. 253 is a bit of a bugger, you'll see why. And that is why 253 is a pain. Every day she does the same thing. Look how I like you. Thank you. Cows are milking very nicely. One more unit to put on her, but she is very important for one reason, because the most important thing in the morning, in anyone's farmer's morning, is, I've mentioned it before, the brew. And that is how you make a farmer's cappuccino. So good. Best brew you'll ever have. This will beat anything. This is what I live for in the morning. Coffee from a cow. She might be a little bit of a pain in the ass, but she sure does make a good brew. Thank you, girl. When old cows finish, they get sprayed with iodine on the teats. Spray the front 5, they can slowly start going. Back 3.
Beyond the stars, out where the sun sets, we'll find the light and we'll keep it our secret. Anywhere you wanna go, down any road. Anywhere you wanna go, I'll show you my world.
A bit of a backwards way of doing this. Instead of going what our parlour is, what cows we've got and what things, I'm going to explain to you why I love morning milking. I love morning milking because it's time on your own, it's quiet, you can think about everything that needs doing in the day. Also, you get to see all your cows, all your milking cows you get to see, and they come in, obviously come in twice a day, but in the morning they come in, anything unusual, cows will come in a bit later, or you get to see all of them, see what's going on. Obviously the most important part of every cow is the back end. So when you look at the back end of a cow, you want to make sure they're all fine on all quarters. You can see this cow lost her quarter, she's on 3, number 209, she's finished. You learn to know your cows and what your cows normally do and why they normally do it. Go on, girls. A little bit of parlour facts for you. This parlour was built in 1960. Yeah, no, not very old. It is a 8-side swing over, so I think that's classed as an 816, and it is on jars. Jars are a bit of a pain and not as quick as direct to line, which is just one big tube and all the milk goes into it. The joys about jars, if you do make a mistake, you can hold your milk and you can drop it out of the jar. That's the only thing about jars. It's a very old system to work. It works perfectly for us. I quite like this system. I looked at, well, I just questioned about making it to direct to line, and making this 8-side swing over direct to line was a small sum of about £20,000. So I don't think we're going to invest in a new parlour yet. I quite like this parlour. It does the job perfectly for us. We have about 91 cows running through it. We've got a few dry cows, and then on top of that we've got some beef stock in the lows. We'll get to them in a minute. Oh, you can hold that, Dad. You're doing such a good job. Oh, look at that. Dad being top cameraman now. Currently milking Ayrshire's Friesian and a brown Swiss cross. The Ayrshire's are the small red ones. The Friesians are the black ones. Friesian Holsteins. Some Holsteins we've still got in here. You'll see second cow to the front, which we'll see in a minute. She's still got a little bit of Holstein in her. We're trying to get the Holstein out just because they're not as good as the feet. They're good on the feet. They're not as good at grazing, and we like to graze our cows as soon as possible, as soon as the weather allows. And then the brown Swiss. The brown Swiss is just a bigger version of the Jersey. Great at grazing, great solids, great fats, but the only issue with the brown Swiss is sometimes it can be a bit of a pain in the ass to milk. So the good cows, really friendly, will come up to you and they look fantastic as well. Using a wipe for each cow, getting cows nice and clean like that. I quite like our system for our milking parlour. Takes about 2 hours in the morning to 2 hours 10 minutes in the morning to milk, and then 2 hours in the afternoon. That is milked, washed out, done. It works fine for us, I think. We've got a bit of an issue here. So this cow, you'll see I've missed out, and you'll see that I've got shackles on it. So what we've got here is we have the dump bucket. Let's make sure that any milk that's meant to be out of the tank, either antibiotics or painkillers or anything that has been given a drug that has got a milk withdrawal, doesn't go anywhere near this. Put that on there. What we've got here is a cow out of the tank. She's indicated with 3 red tapes. The reason she's out of the tank and the reason she's got shackles on today is Wednesday. Saturday morning when I came into the back shed, which is there, I was doing the scraping out. She was actually let out on the floor. She'd done the splits, so she was bulling, so another cow had jumped on her and she's done the splits. I got her inside into the loose house boxing, put some shackles on her, and I gave her some Loxicon, which is a 5-day milk withdrawal, but it's a 3-day pain relief and anti-inflammatory. Just in case she was in any pain from doing the splits, what I decided to do was give her that just to take the edge off and put some shackles on so it doesn't make her legs go out again. That's the idea anyway. But because I gave her that Loxicon on the Saturday morning, she is still out of the tank Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So she can go in tomorrow, but that's how we do that. Make sure that no milk goes into the tank. Self dad, that's gonna, cow's gonna poo. This happens with anything that has had a milk withdrawal injection of any sort will get given this dump bucket, so there is no antibiotic in the tank. She's doing really well. I'm really happy with how she recovered so quickly. The shackles have helped her legs, and obviously she's in second to back side, so she's not in the last side, so she must be doing fine, and she's full of milk as well. You can see on that bag she has plenty of milk. There we go. Just talking about a bit of mastitis. What we can do is in a different video talk about mastitis rate, lameness, proteins, fats, yields, and talk about how the cows are performing, what kind of cake we're doing per head. So we can do that all in a video itself. We'll get some cows wrapped off, milked off and done, and then we'll chat a little bit more. Last side of highs coming in now. So people ask all the time, what are the tapes on top of the cow's tails? So you'll see like that. So the tapes on top of the cow's tails is just an indication of what feed to give them. So when someone else is in the parlour who milks either at the weekend or when Heidi's milking, they know how much each cow wants. A lot of people have auto IDs now, but I don't. We have an auto Tom. So a green and a yellow is 8 pounds a day either side of the day, and that's kind of the most we feed, apart from one cow who 127 who's dropping a lot of milk, so I'm feeding her 10 pounds. That's it. Last cow. We try and not push cows in, so you'll see all those cows walked in nice and easy, apart from one had to go around, but I think probably because I was chatting. And then what we do is that's 6 size highs in the parlour. Normally it takes about 50 minutes. We are a bit behind today because I am filming at the same time. And then the lows are in here, and what I just do is open the gate. You'll see the lows are waiting. Hey girl. Got it! Give them a bit of a hoop and a half. Open the gate. And what these guys do is now just wander out nice and steadily whilst Dad's doing the job with the carb. There is milking cows, dry cows, and then beef cattle in there. There's a mixed bunch of everything. And beef. So with the lows in, what you'll notice is they're on a little bit less. So that one is 2 greens, which is 3 and 3, 6, quick maths. 3 here, just a 3 pounds. Awesome, 7. This is on 3 as well. So we're just trying to cut down the milk. They're not giving as much milk, so what happens is we don't give them as much cake so they don't get fat. And you'll see the joys of having the beef cattle in. These have come in first side. Charolais in here, 1, 2, and then we've got One at the back as well. They're looking good, they're looking very conditioned. Just get 2 pounds of cake if they come in, just to keep them nicely growing and make sure they're doing, but they seem all right. Right, first side of loads is done, let them go, carry on with this milking job. Sun is coming up. Last side maybe. Come on, girl. Go on, you. How have you done that? There you go. Here. Last, but not the least, 141. So what we've got out here now is one beef cow. So she's the first Neptune calf, I think. He is the first Neptune calf, so they're on a great dairy diet to try and just beef them on, push them on a bit. We have 2 more beefers and 1 heifer left who's got a bad foot, we're just looking at the moment, and then 187 who's just due to calve in the next 10 or 14 days. I think she is 10 to 14 days away, but then that is the job. Last few cows on now, it's time to wash down. There we go. That is the cow's milk. Just gonna wash this side down, wash the units, and then wash the system out. It's a pretty simple system, easy enough. Jars, ACRs, I don't know if I've said that before, we have ACRs so they come off on their own. Ready for washing out. Now we make sure that the parlour is washing out. Here she goes. Yep. No. Yep. Hot wash on. Scoop of Coors Laser. Chuck it in. Job done. And give your hands a bit of wash. There we go. So guys, that is the milking process. Hopefully that's answered any other questions. The tape is just how much feed they get. It's an 8-side swing over. We're on ACR. Those when they go out can have a chew at the side. That's with the bulling, the dry cows and any bulling heifers we've got. He's actually bulled quite a lot of the heifers in there. We PD'd them the other day and I think there's 2 not in calf. So we're gonna have a good change around there. 1 Charolais left. Come on, Gil. There we go, cow's done, scraped up, bedded up. I'll do a morning routine when I'm not in the parlour as well. I think that's a plan I'm gonna do. So yeah, if there's any other questions you've got, put it in the comment section below. I'll do a summer milking video. Winter milking, a little bit different. It's dark in the morning, a bit horrible. Trying to keep cows as clean as possible. We bed them up twice a day, scrape them up twice a day. But again, I'll do a video on that. Hope you enjoyed the milking video. Hope that explained a couple of things. Any other questions, put it in the comment section below. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Get your TP merch at pembrokesfarmshop.co.uk/TP merch. We are selling out fast, so pick it up there. Units washing out, looking good, nice and warm. Hope you enjoyed it. See you in a bit. Bye.